happening practically, which is why I invited Rita ji, and it was my idea. I was like, I think she's looking at the portfolio of the group. We ask you those questions every day at 5 o'clock. Please, we put a lot of thought of why those questions are going on. Like one of the questions we had asked on the community was, how old is your business? And you would be surprised. I think 70% of the group is less than 5 years old. At least 60% of the group is less than 3 years old. So everybody's a very nascent businesses. Everybody's trying to set up their businesses, which puts things into context. And I thought, let's invite one of the seasoned entrepreneurs to share their journey, because she has seen it all. Whether it is growing your business over time, building a website, networking, doing exhibitions, launching her own brand, building a brand in the market. I think she's done it all over in the last few years. And it's a journey and an inspiration of a woman who started a career after the kids were settled and everything else happened in life, right? So that was the idea of this entrepreneur spotlight today. And I'm very glad, very happy, very excited to welcome you on board, Rita ji. I think I've known you since I've started doing business networking at IWD. I think I remember you from the early days, and it's 3 years ago when we started doing business networking sessions. And I think I've always loved her very contagious, very inspirational energy that she brings to every networking session that she comes. Comes with the same passion to talk about Purple Swan, her little, her fifth baby after her four other kids. And I've seen the journey of Purple Swan growing in the last 3 years since I have been running IWD, from a handful of products to an extensive product portfolio, from her selling things herself to now, marketing, white labeling for other bigger brands, having, contracts in place, having bigger things in place. So we're going to hear it all from her. Welcome aboard. Are you excited? What's up?
Thank you, Rima. That's wonderful. That's a really, really wonderful introduction, and thank you for having me. And I'm so glad to be here. Thank you so much.
Brilliant. And I think I'm going to start with my very first question. I have shared your journey as I have seen it as an outsider. I'd love to know your side of things. How did Rita, and today is less about, skincare and Purple Swan. Today is you about as a person, as an entrepreneur, so that everybody in the room can take inspiration. So how did Rita, the entrepreneur, how was she born? How did it come into being?
Basically, I had my own issues with skincare. I struggled with my own issues with skincare. Also, my family had suffered with all their own issues of skincare. So I thought, why not? We come across so many chemicals day to day. Why not go natural and create something natural? So I created one product, and then basically I tried it for myself, and of course my family also said, why don't you make it for us as well? And then I made it for family and friends, and then I thought, I got, I discovered something new that I could actually do it. So I said, okay, why not, take this forward? And then people started liking the products. And I said, then I can't just keep creating. So I said, okay, let me study further and go into this entrepreneurship thing. And, then I enrolled myself in an award-winning school in UK. And then there was no looking back.
And how did the name come across? Why Purple Swan? Why do we call it Purple Swan?
Yeah, basically, purple in many cultures, it's considered like prosperity. It's considered very traditional way, we would say. Purple brings in a lot of prosperity, abundance. So I said, why not purple? And then swan is, of course, it's it glides so effortlessly. If you see with poise, on the lake when you go and see, it's so pure. So I said, why not? I think it will go very well with the skincare that I am actually going to create. And it will resonate to everything spiritual, So that's how I had this name, Purple Swan,
Great. And guys, I'm going to keep it very open. So please feel free to jump in and ask your questions. I have a few questions for her, but it is as an open session. Let's all learn from it. So
Yes.
When you started your journey, Rita ji, what was the biggest challenge you faced? What was the reaction when you told your friends and family, I'm going to start a business? How did you find your first few customers?
Basically, when I started, it was like I told you, I created for myself. I created a deodorant for myself because we all have, we all have arrowroot powder at home, coconut oil at home. So I said, okay, let me create something that's very natural. And so I created the deodorant. I gave it to my family, and they said we love it. I said, okay, fine. And then they in turn told their friends that this is what now she's been doing. And then from there onwards, I really started my journey. And of course, there's a lot of challenges. It's not the struggle is real. So but you learn from your challenges, you grow from your challenges actually.
So
So
can you give us some example? What was the biggest challenge in your 7 years journey so far? Where revenues went down, people were not buying. COVID might be one of them, right?
yes,
Uh,
yes, yes.
how did you reinvent yourself?
Basically to actually show up everywhere, to go to network meetings, and going to other platforms like IWD, I would say, and talking to professionals and who are also expert in this team, in this work. And that's how I actually showed up to people that I'm there, and I'm doing this. And like people buy from people. They want to know, they don't want to see the brand, they don't want to see the product, they want to see who's behind the brand. So people connect with people, and that's how I. And the challenges were, of course, to make it legal here, to get all the legalized things done over here. This was the biggest challenge that I actually faced. Of course, I still do face a lot of challenges, but from your challenges you actually grow. This is what I have learned over the period of time actually. Yeah.
It's interesting. Two things I want to pick on is people buy from people. Do we all agree with that? I think people buy from people. I think brands are built on personal branding, which is why, that LinkedIn session was important. You guys have to build your personal branding, which is a bit separate from your business branding because that drives your business branding. And second thing, yeah, as you talked, I think a few people here also do products, right? Make products, sell products. How do you talk to us about your product development journey when you think of a new skincare thing that you're coming up? What is the process like? How do you get the formulations? How do you get the approval? What does it include?
So basically, formulations is like I the especially the formulation, the ingredient is very very important. So you should learn first about the ingredients that are going into the product. How are they going to affect the skin? Because every skin is different. So when you know about the ingredient, you will know if they are compatible with each other. So like say example, I can't I can't put vitamin C in all the other ingredients. It would be a different effect. So I have to really know the ingredient, what goes into it, and how it's going to affect everybody's skin and everybody's skin concerns, whether they are going to be, whether it's going to help them out, and how are the reactions going to be. This all goes behind the scenes. And of course, when you create, you have to you have to talk to experts, be with them, be on their platform, and enroll. I've enrolled myself in the school lab that I'm studying. I'm actually still studying.
What are you studying? What?
I have actually enrolled myself in the school that I studied, and
Okay.
they have like a like a membership for the lab where I study. I've enrolled myself, and I study about the new the new ingredients that come up in the market. So I still study.
Interesting. I thought you were done and dusted. हो गया course
No,
and then
no, no. This is such a subject. It's very deep that you have to keep yourself updated, for what new ingredients are coming in the market and what you could do with it and how does it work. And, some people are also like, I feel a few of my clients, they'll say, oh, what's new? What are you creating? We want to try your product. And like, there's a lot of excitement, passion. And, always when there's a passion and a fire in you, then you will do what you love, and you will love doing it as well, I would say. So the passion and fire has to be, it has to be.
yeah. Very
Yes,
interesting. I think very important advice for all the
yes,
entrepreneurs.
yes.
It is the passion which drives us, right? All of us.
Exactly, yeah, all
We
of us
want
here,
to.
I think they would all agree with me, isn't it?
Any comments before we move
Yeah,
on?
yeah, I would like to hear.
I see a lot of nods and all that, but Priyanka, unmute yourself and jump in, please.
So just a small question that I have, though you have given a brief about yourself, just wanted to check if you can little bit give more detail about yourself. See, I am today 45 years old. I am a student myself. I'm studying interior designing from UK. So that was really inspiring and matching as well. So would like to know your background as well a little bit. Yes, obviously, yes, we would be more interested in your entrepreneurial journey, but what is your personal journey as well? So about your life, about your family, about your background, how your husband, your family has supported. Though this is not related to the topic, but at least if you can share that inspired us more.
Lovely, lovely. I'll be happy to answer your question, Priyanka. That's a very nice question. Yeah, it is very important. So I have actually, I have two children, and I actually say four children because my both of my children, my daughter and my son, they're both happily married, and their spouses are also amazing as well. So after they, after like my nest was pretty much empty after they got married, I said, okay, my nest is empty now, and what am I supposed to do? I mean, like can't sit and gossip on the phone. And ever since always I wanted to do something that I could say that I am doing this, like prove myself. We do so much at home, and then we say, okay, oh, she's studying, she's gone to the university, she's done that, and she has a high profile job. And so I said, okay, I used to feel so left out, like what did I do in life? Like I used to feel, so I said, okay. And then this came up actually, and that's how I started making this. And I said, why not? And I am I don't know if you guys can guess my age. Please guess my age.
Let's guess in the chat box, and I think if you don't mind, then Rita can tell us who's the closest. Let's have a guess. Let's have a guess quickly.
Yeah, I'd love to. Yes, I'd love to.
So what's your guess? Okay, Mansi.
Also, I wanted to since we are on this platform, I wanted to tell you guys about Rima. And so
everybody is guessing, then you can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, surely, because Rima have known each other since I think so many years, and Rima has actually she has influenced me as an influencer, I would say. Yeah, and like when I used to do those, I still do them, but when I used to do those exhibitions, Rima used to come and do the live, and it was so amazing, to have her there, and I would feel so excited, like, oh, Rima is coming. I would feel so excited.
I haven't done them for a long time.
I know. But I mean, I haven't done last 1 year. I haven't done any exhibitions. Yeah, I haven't done any. Yeah, because I'm more online now, so like I'm just taking it easy.
It's interesting. Okay, while everybody comments the age, talk to us about your exhibition experience, because a lot of people here sell products and services, right? How do you choose the right exhibition? What has your experience been? I'm sure you've done, I think you do Delicious quite often, right? But
yes.
Rivas, and I've seen you at Rivas, I've seen you at
yes.
So how do you choose the right exhibition for your brand?
That's a very good question, I would say. I mean, really, my heart bleeds when people just, they actually send me a DM. Oh, I'm doing this exhibition. Are you aware about this? And are you aware about that? And when the next day they come, they say, oh, we didn't do a single sale. Oh, my heart bleeds. My heart bleeds. Really, tell me. Like, you are there all the time. You're standing there for so many hours, and especially if you're into like handmade products or whatever it may be. You're there whole day standing out there, and then you don't do a sale. And also there is no. It's not a question of also the sale. There should be some brand awareness also. So I would advise everybody. It's my view. I'm not saying that you should actually take it very seriously. It's my view. Before you go to an exhibition, please see where the host is marketing it, where she's marketing an exhibition. What is the footfall? Are there going to be many people who would be interested? Or just go and have a look at one of their exhibitions, go and check it out, how many people are there, and then you can take a call, So
that's a very important point, right?
Yes,
that's really important. And I personally feel there are like three sort of categories of exhibition. That is just my viewpoint. There is one which is the Grand Excelsior, the side. There is one which is more like Holiday Inn and the Double Tree Wala. right? A bit more higher end, posher crowd. And then there's Delicious, and the exhibitions happening at Emirates Tower and all of that, Numayash and all that. When they do the Diwali exhibitions, the crowd is very posh. There's a difference in the spending per person when people walk through the door.
Yeah.
And any of these could be the right answer depending on what your business is, right? If you
Yes.
are selling products worth 10, 15, 20 dirhams, do it at a cheaper exhibition. Go to Burj Dubai exhibition every weekend. On Diwali, last year I counted, I had 25 exhibitors reaching out to me. So 5 weeks into Diwali, we had 25 exhibitions. So 5 exhibitions per weekend, right? If you're selling a product which is about 10, 15, 20 dirhams, go to Burj Dubai, go to Grand Excelsior. If you're selling a product which is mid-range, go to Holiday Inn and Doubletree by Hilton kind. But if you're selling a posh product and your target audience is somebody who has higher spending capacity, you need to be at Emirates Tower. You have to find the right sort of audience and understand your customer. Who is your customer? And that is the question. So moving on to my next question, and we'll come back to the age after this. Unless kisi ko nahi hai, to come on guys, we'll have a prize for the person who's closest. Customer engagement, Rita ji. You probably have people who bought from you in the first year and who buy from you 7 years down the line. What are your top 2 or 3 tips for keeping those customers engaged, keeping those customers loyal, and building that relationship with them? How would you do that, or how do you do it today?
Basically, I have a lot of repeated customers that they buy my products as well. So what I do is I on and off, like, I have this, I have sale. When I have the discounts, I send them that there's a discount. Would you like to avail it? And that's how they feel, that, okay, I'll save some money, and why not, so that's how I go into their DMs. And otherwise also, I on and off, I'll call them to check if everything is okay, how are they doing, what are they doing live, and what's happening now. There was this such a situation where everybody was haywire, and there was a lot of chaos and everything. So I'll talk to them and I'll tell them, hey, how are you doing, all this is happening, I hope you are safe. And it's not only the business kind. It's always better to approach your client personally, on a personal level. So check with them that how they're doing, okay. I know over the period of our time now, my clientele has grown. So I don't go to each and every one, but now that we have an opportunity, we are also blessed to be on WhatsApp groups. And we can, you can talk to one-on-one on people and get to know them better, and also in turn get businesses, like collaborations. And the more you talk to people, the more you go to network meetings, and the more you do one-on-one, and that's what keeps you. I think that's what keeps you going, I feel. Yeah.
But do you use any form of formal, like, do you use network, WhatsApp broadcast, for example? Do you use any of the tools available? Do you have your own CRM system? Do you have a list of customers?
Yes, I have a database.
Or you have a WhatsApp group of your own?
Yeah, I actually broadcast messages. I do broadcast as well, and that's what people know what I'm doing and what's up to. So every time there's an occasion like a season, or every time I know the person has a birthday, I will I'll send them greetings. Or if I know any personal about them, I always send them greetings. And also when I have these discounts, I always send them. I do a broadcast message to them on WhatsApp. Of course, on Instagram, I'm very active, and Instagram is like I show them behind the scenes, so they know what they are putting in their skin. It's like I'm like an open book to be very frank and honest. So I always tell them what goes behind the scenes, what's going on their skin, what's the butter in the moisturizer, or the serum that you're using. So, then I get them in my DMs, and I try to build trust as much as possible. Yeah. So when they have trust with you, definitely they will come to you. Definitely, 100%.
That's really important. And I think you've mentioned like 3 points that I took away. And I'm sure that people would have registered, but I'll just reinforce. First thing is building that personal trust and having a personal relationship with all your customers. That's
Yeah.
really important. They should feel comfortable to reach out to you on one-to-one. सोचना नहीं पड़े कि इसको message करते वक्त, you know, what is she thinking? What am I thinking? You
Yes.
also, vice versa. That's how you build a customer who is buying for 7 years, year on year. Repeat customer, right? The second thing is use technology. Please make sure you have your own way of a CRM system, whether it's a broadcast list, whether it's, you know, whether you are a pen and paper person. Find a way कि आपसे जिसने आज तक कभी भी कुछ खरीदा या even query भी किया है, it's not even कि खरीदा है, you know, there is a pipeline, right? Sometimes people will inquire, they will disappear for 2 months. 2 months later, they will come and buy when it's the right time for them to buy. So all your business leads, there has to be a way for you to capture it, because you know that person is potentially interested. Now how do you convert that is how you do the promotions. You know, you can do special sales, special offers, seasonal offers,
Yeah.
collaborations, you know, all of that comes into. And the third thing you mentioned is Insta. Tell us more. I love your Insta, and I think you are one of the IWN members who's very active on Insta. You know,
Thank you so much. And
yeah,
thank you.
we've been trying to tell everybody and take that on that journey of how to make reels, and you know, we've done Instagram sessions. But I love the fact that, you know, you are sharing behind the scenes. I really see your deodorants coming into life, and to be honest, that is why I am one of your customers, right? I'm a repeat customer. I've been buying it for 3 years now. Yours are the only product I use.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
So
Appreciate
yeah, the reason I use, you know, first time I just got the deo ऐसे कि चलो ठीक है, I know Rita ji. But when I saw her making the deos, and I can see that the product she's using is so organic, so real, so, you know, free of all the other substances and chemicals that we see in industry, it kind of convinced me as a customer. So I think the important thing to talk to us more about, how do you think about scheduling posts on Insta or doing your stories? How do you think about the whole process? Because I think a lot of us can learn from that.
Yeah. So to be very frank and honest, I'm very raw. I just put everything that I like, and I feel like, okay, you know, I will, and also my clients will like what I'm doing. Like, you know, I'll just pick up the phone, and then I'm doing something, and then I'll show them what I'm doing, what's happening in my lab. You know, I have like a lab setup, and I'll show them what I'm doing and what product today I'm doing. So when as I feel my products, there is no stock, I'll start making them, and I'll show them how I'm making it, what I'm putting into it, and how it comes out to be, and how is the packaging, and how I'm labeling it, you know. So I start from scratch, you know. I'll start from scratch to the end, to the finished product, and how it's, you know, how it comes out to be, basically. So, and I don't I just, it just comes to me, and I just put it. I use a lot of Canva, actually. I love Canva. So I do my all my posts. Some of the posts I do on Canva, and also when I get testimonials, I have a lot of testimonials from clients. Half of them I've not even reached to put it on my Insta page. So I have a lot of testimonials which I create on Canva, and then I post it on Canva, on Instagram as well. So, and I'm very active on stories. So every time I in a day, like, you know, always I'm there on stories. Like, people know what I'm doing now, what I'm creating now, what will be the, you know, best product now coming in, and what is freshly made as well, like a fresh batch. And they can buy it on from my website as well. Or also, you know, I have made it very easy for them. So if they want to buy it, like, it's cash on delivery. Either it has a, you know, they can do it on bank transfer, and or they can buy it from my website. So, you know, that process has to be, I feel that process has to be very easy for the client.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do struggle sometimes, but yeah, I feel that
we all have our journeys. I think it takes time. But talk to us about the website. Where do you host your website? How do you manage it? Do you manage it on a day-to-day basis, or you have outsourced it?
No, I've outsourced. My website has been done from a web developer, and yeah, I know how to, you know.
How do you maintain the stock on it? Like, उन्होंने तो एक बार coding कर दिया होगा, right? But do your day-to-day stock in orders and all
No,
that?
it's always there. No, it's always there. The stock, because I keep creating. I have a lot of clients, so, you know, now I have the website. So everything I have, most of the products, like I would say everything I have in stock. Only unless the ingredient is not available in Dubai, then I struggle for that product. Otherwise, I'll just put it like it's out of stock on my website. But I have all the stock ready with me. Yeah.
Okay, one question. What percentage of your sales come from your website? How much?
Oh, I would say life has become so easy. I suggest, it's my suggestion that each and every entrepreneur, if they are into product or service, be what may be, like you have to have a website. Things will be so easy. And then, when you have the website, you get your first order on the website, and then you open your email and there's that order, but that feeling is different. It's really different. Although I feel it's 7 years, I feel I've just started it. I feel, it's
Oh,
not 7 years. I've just started it. I feel, that excitement is so real. I can't begin to tell you.
no, that's amazing. It's very contagious, honestly, the
Yeah.
excitement. But I think this is another takeaway for all entrepreneurs. Please make a web page,
Yes.
a landing page. If you have products, especially if you're a products business or a services business, make sure your services and products are very clear on your website, ताकि one click order हो. वो Amazon का होता है ना, order कर दिया, वो आपको मौका ही नहीं देते हैं सोचने का. The order
Yeah.
is like your order is done. That's how smooth the functioning should be one day. Like,
Yes.
that is how it is. But
Yes.
please have a website. Brilliant. Okay, let's go back to the age question. So we have a lot of responses.
I did see what they wrote.
We have from 45 to 65 are the guesses. Okay, Artify still guessing.
I know.
62.
Some of the members actually they're from the other club and they know.
Yeah, they would know it, but okay, we'll get to know that. What's the answer?
Oh God, I don't wanna say it. I'm going to write it.
30 with 30 years of experience.
30 with 30 years of experience. That's a nice answer. Okay,
Oh God.
let's get to see it. What's the answer? Who's the closest?
I think Articraft is the. I know.
Articraft, Artify. you know what to
Rija
wear.
is always. She's like amazing. She's always motivating me. Rija.
The interesting part is I have met Rita ji only once or twice,
I know.
but she is the greatest inspiration for me, seriously, because I have followed her journey within 2-3 months time. Her 7 years of journey in 2-3 months. So I know how she keeps on the consistency and continuous learning. That is her key point. No, she does not stop anywhere. She keeps on. I think Anne can also relate to this. I think so. Anne will also relate. She's continuously improving. She's continuously learning. Every time you see Rita ji, it's not that, okay, I have 8 years of experience. Okay, I'm so this thing in this field. She's just like any new of us, in that particular meeting.
Thank you, Rija. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
No, seriously,
what a
Rita ji is an
welcome you.
inspiration.
Yeah, and Rita is such a warm person. She gives out a lot of warmth and positivity when you meet with her. That is why I met her on another networking platform, and I started using her products because I face a lot of eczema issues, and my children also. And she's so patient to listen to what problems we have. She has got a solution, and her products are so good. And I've gone to her home. I've personally seen all her products. I mean, I think you need to visit her place and see that entire range that she
We
has.
are all coming for a chai party, huh?
Yeah.
We're self-inviting ourselves.
All are welcome. All are welcome.
Yeah. And the knowledge she has, she knows what goes into each product, and she knows. And even when we buy, she follows up and sees, is it good for you? Especially because we have a lot of eczema issues. Is it good for your child? How is it? And all that. No, she makes sure that motherly touch is there in all her products.
Yeah, we all have, right? As a woman.
Yeah. But I mean, you.
Thank you so much.
And Rita, I mean, for some time we've not been meeting because I was not regular. But each time we meet, there's so much of warmth and positivity. I think that we take it home with us. So I think he's a wonderful person to know in my life.
I love you guys. I love you.
See, she's getting you customer testimonials and client testimonials and real and live of them, basically.
And
Very good.
any time of the night, morning, you message her, she replies.
Totally agree.
On Instagram, I don't know, late night also, she's awake.
Yes.
Instantly, she replies.
Totally
Thank you.
agree.
I also have something to share.
Bolo.
So I started my networking, everything. It's been 1 year. I started doing all this. And every time, when you start, initially, you always feel like, oh my God, I'm going for my business. It gives you a feeling of, guilty of where I'm going and why I'm going. Like, because networking doesn't happen in 1 go or 2 go. People will start coming to it. That never happens. So I'm always like, should I go every time I see a notification and then say, I see Rita ji is going, I will come. She is my inspiration. She is going, I will go. We have to keep showing for our businesses.
Thank you, Dr. Nidra. Thank
Join
you.
IWN. I was already there in 2 other networking platforms. I asked Rita ji, you have joined. I mean, then she gave her entire feedback, like, okay, then let me join. So she's been the inspiration to join IWN also.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. Thank you so much. That's
Thank you.
great.
I
Thank
second
you.
you both. I am in any of the networking platforms. The minute I see Rita's there, okay, let me be there.
Whoa, whoa, amazing. That is that
Thank
sounds
you.
amazing.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate. I get so much love. I'm so happy and glad, and I'm blessed. Thank you, Rima, for this platform. Amazing, amazing. Thank you.
Brilliant. अभी सवाल खत्म नहीं हुए. I'm not.
नहीं खत्म हुआ, I know.
Okay. Anybody else has any questions? Otherwise, I do this round on a podcast called the Rapid Fire Round. We will ask her some questions and she has to answer very quickly. So this is not about thinking and answering. It's like one word, one line answers. Okay. So we get to know her, all her skincare secrets. Honestly, the questions are all
I
around.
don't have a question, Riva, but yes,
Yeah.
I think so. After such lovely feedbacks, I have some problem with my skin. I think so. I have to contact her now.
You should. She's on the group. And
Yeah,
her number is
because
there, her
there's
number is
something
there.
going on, and I'm not able to use any products as of now. I am already on medications and all. So let me just. I will give you a call maybe after
Please
this.
give her a call. Yes.
Surely. Yeah. If I can, I'll definitely help you.
Sorry,
I am very new in this networking group. I'm very, very new in IWT. I am following IWT from past 3-4 years. My business is just 2 years old, and I was not going more and more because when I started my business, I was pregnant. I got the news after 2 days only that I got pregnant. And in my second year, I now I have a 11-month baby. So, I don't go out because I'm a feeding mother. I always feel that if I will go out, that nutrition will be not there and all. But now when I'm going, so I'm just coming on the 25th of April. That will be my first networking meet. So I would actually love to meet you guys, meet you all ladies.
Yeah.
You all are wonderful. You all are special.
Thank you.
Yes, we are hearing
Who
your
are you?
journey.
You're also special. We are all special.
Yes, I am special.
Yes.
Rima, can I say
No,
something?
we all are special. See,
Yes.
when we consider that we are special and when we consider that, yes, we are passionate enough to do our things, yes, we can. We can always do that. So I agree on that thing. But I'm just hearing all these things, so I'm getting more and more excited to meet you all. That's really nice. And I will give you a call by myself. Thank you so much.
Always love what you do and do what you love.
I love, ma'am. I'm 18 years. I was a part of the hospitality industry and I started this business of my own. And as you said, passion. When you say you are into sales, if you have to be out in raining season, you have to be out in summers, you have to be out in winters. This is only and only your passion which drives you as a salesperson.
I agree.
So
Yes.
I used to work for hotels, we have to be out from 10 to 4. They don't think in Gurgaon, they don't think that, there's summers or there's winters. You have to be out. So only and only your passion can drive you out and only your passion can make you, bring business. That's it.
Brilliant. Looking forward to meeting you next week, Purnima.
Same here, Rima. Same here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Miss Rita.
Kavita, she's driving as well, but she has something
Yes,
to say. Go ahead.
sorry, driving between meetings, but I couldn't definitely miss out on Rita's session. Rita, I have known from 2016. We exhibited together. I think we started at the Arte at the Spring Souk. And I have known her ever since. Brilliant woman, great entrepreneurial skills. And more than anything, I was the proud winner of her giveaway, and I am waiting to try it. I mean, hats off to this
You're
woman.
going to glow in the next meetup, right?
Absolutely.
With all of Purple Swan products, I'm going to ask you, kya kiya, kaun sa facial kiya?
Wait,
Purple Swan.
great going and more power to you, Rita, and you, Rima, as always.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kavita. Thank you so much.
All right. Should we move on to our rapid fire round? Okay, we have some quick questions. अगर किसी के पास कोई funky question है तो type it in the chat box. We'll add it to our list if there's any fun questions we can ask Rita or you want to know about her. But I'll go with my first one. Okay, ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
There's a hamper to win. I'll send you a hamper next time when we meet. So not stealing the idea from Karan Johar at all.
Yeah.
But this is our direct dil se round. Starting with the first one, what's your first skincare product in your morning routine that you reach out to?
Oh, I would say a cleanser. Cleanser.
So you wake up and you cleanse your skin, yeah?
I cleanse my skin because overnight I put a lot of serums and a mask, and that regenerates at night. And then whatever is left out on the skin, I just clean it up. Yeah.
Really? What's your guilty pleasure skincare product? Like, what is one guilty pleasure skincare product you can't live without?
My moisturizer. I need my moisturizer. Definitely, I need my moisturizer. And moisturizer is such an amazing part of your skin. Of course, the cleanser is more important, but the more you hydrate your skin, more you moisturize your skin, you will actually delay the signs of aging. So the moisturizer is a must. Also, when you apply your foundation or any makeup that you apply, always apply a foundation, a moisturizer before your foundation, so that your foundation doesn't look cakey and it will look so brilliant and shiny, and it will look very nice. Yeah.
Brilliant. What is one DIY beauty hack that you can share with everyone here today?
To be very frank and honest, I don't use any DIY. I don't do any DIY. I use all my products on myself.
Yeah. Does anybody have any DIY beauty hack?
I'm sure many have as an Indian, and we have all the herbs at home. I'm sure there are many DIYs, but I don't. But I'll be happy to listen. Anybody does it.
Does anybody have any DIY face hack, beauty hack that we
I use it whenever my face is tired after, like, when I'm outside, when I'm traveling and I'm coming home and I feel that it's all rain. I take a spoon of curd and add a turmeric because I don't want to take a lot of risk with my skin. I just apply that, and whatever I would say the tiredness that I have, or any kind of I would say the frickling or any kind of pimple that I see, it just go, and it works for me. I don't know if it works for anyone. Sorry?
What is your yogurt and what is that?
Turmeric, just a pinch.
It's haldi and dahi basically, right? Haldi and
वो बहुत अच्छा काम करता है. Listen, ज़्यादा वो कहता है ना कि ज़्यादा risk नहीं लेती मैं, but still it is something that I
natural
safe to use it. So I just apply.
Yeah, because yogurt is a probiotic, So yeah.
Correct.
Also,
So that's safe.
Also, if you cleanse your gut, then when you cleanse your gut, also it helps, it shows on your skin. So
Absolutely.
the more you cleanse your gut, the better your skin will be. Actually,
I agree with you. So I have a drink in the morning, which I don't know, I would love to share with everyone, which is really working for me. I used to have a lot of pimples before, and of course the hyperpigmentation after my pregnancy. But I read this one article and I just thought, let me just try this. So I add jeera, sauf or methi in a glass of water, and I soak it overnight. And in the morning, I just drain it and drink that water, empty stomach. And it's been helping with me in terms of bloating, pre-workout.
So you don't boil it or anything?
No. Just overnight soak. Overnight soak. And that's what the study says. It is also very good for your gut, as you mentioned. And it is also good for you, for the people who are looking for, the cleansing the tummy and, of course, the fat. And morning when you feel the bloating during the day, your indigestion food. So that really works.
I'm writing it down. So jeera, sauf, and methi, yeah.
Methi, yes.
The proportion.
Yeah, and it is 2 weeks I'm taking, and I feel during the day I'm working like I'm standing. When I work, I don't sit. I'm just standing.
Yeah,
I stand and walk at the front of the window. So it's like an energy which I feel when I eat food, it helps me to digest the food. Let me put it this way. So yeah, that's very nice. That's very nice.
So if you're, the skincare and your gut, it goes hand in hand. If your gut is clean, automatically your skin will glow, taking coconut, coconut oil, just like Meeta says, coconut oil and ghee, that really helps. It's very nice for your skin.
Where is Meeta? I can't see her.
Is she there? I don't know.
Are you there, Meeta? You are the expert of.
I know. I'm going to have a webinar with her next month, I think.
Exactly.
I also have one DIY. Many of us, we are mothers. Like my son is in Germany. Many sleep nights I have. So I have little bit of like here. So I always in my ice box, I have 2 spoons. Morning when I wake up, I put it here. It is like a magic. You all should try. Keep 2 spoons in your ice box. This
so 2
DIY.
cold spoons. 2 ice
Yes,
cold spoons.
yes.
Yes.
Yes. And immediately it is like a magic thing. I do it like from last few years. I'm doing it like on regular basis, and yeah, it works like a wonder.
Guys, next time we're gonna guess Meeta's age also. You know, she's growing, but she's the queen of very good healthcare tips and
Thank
everything.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you
she's
so much.
amazing. She's amazing. Really,
She's
she's
amazing,
amazing.
and
Yeah.
she gives very good advice on skincare and all of that.
Yeah, thank you.
No,
And
but
and you know, I
very knowledgeable,
Rita,
very knowledgeable.
look, this, you know, by the last year, it was my first meet at IWD. And
Yeah.
Rima, you remember, I was so nervous. I told her, Rima, I'm not going there. I will be here.
Yeah.
And Rita was also there. And you know, Rita is like always in this IWD also. I used her code and I became an. Rita is like always for everyone else, like me also. I will look if Rita is there. So one friendly face is there. I will go to this meet. So Rita, you are like for everyone, you know.
Thank you.
Nusrat and Nita, you're following Nita Chizo. You're like by default.
Yes. And I will not guess her age because I know her age, so I will not guess her
She
age.
told us the answer.
So she is my friend.
पर मैं I can say आपकी त्वचा से आपकी उम्र का पता ही नहीं चलता.
Right, Rita.
For sure. Okay, sorry. We're going back to my rapid fire. Skincare is okay. My next question is: if you had to pick just one, what's your favorite skincare ingredient and why?
My favorite in skincare ingredient. If you talk about ingredients, I would say if you talk about the product, it will be different. The ingredient will be different.
No, bata do. It's okay.
You know, the ingredient is niacinamide. Niacinamide is very nice for the
What
skin.
does that help us do? Niacinamide. I have heard.
Vitamin. It's a vitamin. It helps brighten your face. So of course you can't take it raw. It has to be in a product. So my Blossom, it contains niacinamide. So that's very good to lighten up, you know, dark spots on your face. And of course, and it's 100% natural. And what I create is all 100% natural. It's all approved. The ingredients all approved by the Organic Society. So we put those ingredients that are approved basically. So no nasties at all. And of course, I would say vitamin C as well. Yeah, vitamin C. It's antioxidant. It's very good for the skin, I would say. Yeah. But nowadays there are more of there's every day there's some new research, new products coming. Yeah. So it's a very vast and deep, like it's a very vast industry, I would say.
Okay, moving on. Skincare myths. Now, what's one skincare myth you wish people would stop believing?
I would say the main skincare, there are many, but one thing I would say, when people say organic, oh, it's organic, so oh, it must be expensive. They always say that. But it's not necessary that it's organic, it's expensive. You know, when you buy the commercial brands, they have a lot of packaging, they have these fancy bottles, and there's so much going into it. But when you see into the ingredients, there's nothing. Nothing that's going to help you out. You know, it's all nasty, all parabens, aluminum, and you know, all these things. So it's very important. The ingredient part is very important. Rather than having a fancy bottle, a fancy packaging, and the marketing gimmicks that you have, it's rather that you look into the ingredients that you're actually going to put on your skin. So that's the myth where people have, oh, it's organic. So whenever people come to my exhibition, oh, this is organic. So, no, this is very expensive. But this is very expensive. They'll tell me. I said, no, it's not.
It's not. Yeah, exactly. And I think it's the best investment people can make, honestly, right? So,
yes.
Okay, moving on. This is interesting. This is a celebrity question. Okay, so celeb skincare icon. Which celebrity do you think has the most flawless skin and inspires your skincare routine?
Inspires routine was I've not seen much of the inspiration because I know what I'm creating, what I'm doing, but it's more of the skin. So if you go to Bollywood, I would say Kareena Khan.
She has good skin. Yeah.
So and if you go to Hollywood, I would say Jennifer Lopez. She's amazing.
There you go. Anybody else has any other icons? Skincare ke? No, they are good, right? I think we agree. Kareena Khan definitely looks.
She's amazing. Yeah.
Okay, dream collaboration. So, if you could collaborate with any celebrity or influencer on a skincare product, who would it be? The next influencer.
There is one here. I think her name is Karen. Karen was. She's amazing. Yeah. She's here in UAE.
She's in UAE. Okay.
Yeah, she's in UAE. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, skincare confessions. What's the skincare habit you know you should do, but you sometimes skip?
Oh, kill me for that.
I'm sure the experts also miss something sometimes, right?
When I have a very, of course we do. When we like, I feel, of course, we are humans, not robots. So, I remember that movie, that Indian movie that's come out now. Kriti Sanans, they have a robot in that movie. I remember. Yeah. I don't know if you watched it. You must watch it. So I would say like when I have a very long day and I don't have any makeup at home. I'm at home and I'm not using any makeup. But at night, I know I want to cleanse my face. But I'm so tired. I don't want to do it.
I think that happens with all of us, to be honest. कभी-कभी लगता है अब थक गए.
Yeah, for that, you know what I did? For that, I created a ready wipes.
Yeah, I was going to tell Rita wipes, which I use.
You just pick one and you're done, gone, finished, And with that you can remove eye makeup also.
Rita's
wipes are created for your shortcut.
Rita's wipes are my this thing. The other day I had a big makeup and I came back, I removed everything. Somebody asked me, you look as if you didn't apply makeup at all. So then I get this from Rita. She's got good wipes. That is my savior.
Yeah, you got it also. Yeah, that's a very, many people come to me. Last week only, somebody was there in the group and she said, I'm so lazy. I don't want to, at night, I'm so tired and I'm sitting. I don't want to remove my makeup and I want that box that you've created. I want those wipes. Yeah. I said, you can have it. They're very nice. When you travel, you just take with you and like you just, use two and you're done. Like, it's so amazing. And it contains coconut oil. So there is no nasty in it. It contains pure coconut oil. It contains tea tree oil and, a very calming lavender in it. So it's so calming, especially it's also very good for women. Sometimes we feel very warm when you're outside or many women have a lot of hot flushes. So if you keep it on your neck, you feel so calm and cool. It's very nice. Yeah. So I use that actually sometimes.
You have a customer now. I want that one now. Because I'm very lazy. I'm very lazy.
And it's very reasonably priced. It's only 30 dirhams.
The biggest problem is this, that with the kids, I am, sometimes I actually forget and sometimes I'm very, very lazy because two of your kids and both are small and they're both on your head every time. So I just skip that step. Forget it. Okay, leave it.
I feel, although I skip it, but I feel cleansing is such an important part of your skincare. Especially nowadays, people, they want, I want glass skincare. Like glass skincare happens only when you have like a big set routine, of cleansing, serums,
when I go for a meeting and when my colleagues come, they come with full makeup, with hairdo and all that. Yeah. I always go in my car only. I'm putting my kajal, I'm putting my nail paint. Whenever I'm going anywhere, if you will see me, you can see that. You can feel that. Oh, she's coming by, something or the other. Right now, also my son is just by my side. He was sleeping in,
I know when you have kids, it's difficult.
So every time I always run, I'm running and I'm doing my makeup and I'm doing that. So for me, this is very helpful. I will say out of 10 times, I think so one time only I remove my makeup.
Yeah.
90 times I will not.
Because what happens, you have to, because it clogs your pores, and then when it clogs your pores, you have breakouts and lot of other issues. I mean, when you're young and very young, you won't feel the need for it. But as you go old, you feel, why didn't I use this all these years? So it's very, very important to take care of your skin. It's very, very important. I wish somebody was there to tell me when I was a teenager.
No, we have learned about this makeup tips and all, because in hospitality, this is a necessary step. But unfortunately, I think so after these people in my life, I forget.
I think you have
say hi to everyone.
Very young, but when he starts school and all, you will find your time for yourself. Everybody goes through that phase of life of having kids and growing kids.
No, but thank you, Reema. Thank you so much for connecting me in this group. And I'm really sorry. I think so I have to log off.
No worries.
He will be disturbing you all, and I don't want that.
No
So
problem
maybe,
at
and Rita ji, I will contact you.
Surely. Thank you, Purnima.
all. Three orders booked in the chat for you already for the wife.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
You.
So
Okay,
say
and
hi
last
to
two
everyone. Say
questions.
hi.
Hi.
Last two questions. Okay, desert island skincare. If you were stranded on a desert island and you could bring only 3 skincare products, which one would you bring?
Oh, it would definitely be the vitamin C and a lot of moisturizer that would hydrate my skin, and a multi-purpose balm that I could use on my cuticles, on my lips, and of course I would have multi-purpose balm, especially because from a desert my skin will be dry. I need to moisturize it. So yeah, that would be my three things that I would definitely take.
Brilliant. And the last question, and probably the most important one, is what is the one piece of skincare advice you swear by for healthy, glowing skin?
I would say you have to not only from the outside, but also internally, you have to have a clean gut. Take care of yourself, and as much as possible, try to basically hydrate yourself. Hydration is the key. It's the key in skincare. So serums and moisturizers, vitamin C, and these are all very, very, and cleansing, of course. I mean, these are the basic things of skincare. So that's very important. And make sure that when you're buying anything, that there is no aluminum, especially in terms of deodorants. I would say there is no aluminum, no parabens, no chemicals in it, so that you apply them also guilty free. So yeah, I would say this. I would tell them, definitely tell them about this.
Brilliant. Let's undo the spotlight. Preeti, can we undo the spotlight? Let's have everybody on the screen now, because I want to see everyone. We are approaching towards the closing of the session. And I think I'm going to ask my last question, and I'm going to open up the floor for everybody. My last question is, everybody in this room is an entrepreneur, Rita ji, and some of them are a couple of years behind you in their starting journey, and they've just started in the last 2 or 3 years. What is your piece of advice for all our budding women entrepreneurs? What message would you like to leave them with?
What message I would like to give them is that stay, have a lot of, I would say, patience. Patience is the key. It's not like when you begin and you're actually, just going to go at the top. And it took me so many years to be, and I still say I'm a 7-year startup. I'm still a startup, I say. So yeah, patience. I would say patience is a key, and also go out there and go to networking meetings, have a mentor, have coaching from someone who's been out there and doing all these things. So don't lose hope for anything, and don't emphasize on the sales part. When you meet people, when you go out there, when you go to networking meetings, be a member of, now there are so many opportunities, you become member of so many clubs and talk one-on-one to people, and sales part will happen organically. So don't go after sales. Sales should be the last thing on your mind, So I don't say sales is not important. It's very important. But what I'm trying to say, when you do all this, sales will happen automatically. So yeah. So I used to go to markets. I would say I used to go to markets. I used to go to markets in the morning and set up my table and be there, talk to people. I would come home empty-handed. I wouldn't sell anything. It was more of brand awareness. So take that in mind, even when you're going for exhibitions or doing any sales. Take that in mind that you're going as a brand awareness. If you take that in mind that, oh, I'm going to make so much sales, I'm going to bring in so much money, you will yourself be very disappointed. So just go there, be there, show up yourself, go to meetings, just be out there. I would say just be out there, and always, always, always dress up yourself like $1 million. That's my advice, I would say. Yeah.
Totally agree. Any comments, girls? Any feedback before we close the session? Unmute yourselves. The floor is totally open now.
Yeah. I would like to hear from everyone.
Yeah, let's hear from everyone.
As I told you, I'm a startup. I would like to learn from your journey as well.
Go for it. Where are the girls? I can see.
Business entrepreneurship is all about power of showing up. Keep showing up. What Rita ji said, just keep doing that.
Yes, yes, yeah. I see Dr. Nudrat is always there. Yes. That's very nice. Yeah. I think there was
Yes,
a question.
nowadays.
In fact, there was a question asked to Dr. Nudrat, if you remember. Oh, you're a doctor, you're a dentist. Why? You still have to come here? I remember.
Yeah, and I wanted to say that ki market बहुत खराब है. Actually, competition is too much everywhere, and even in dentistry, it's like this. There are people are hardly paying you. They just want you to do, just 9 to 9. You sit there and do nothing. So 9 to 9 उनका काम करेंगे तो हमारे बच्चे कौन संभालेगा? Who will see our kids? यार, they are also important. So that's why I said I cannot work for anybody else. And if you go with them, you have targets in in healthcare. You cannot think of targets. So that's why I took my own. I will work according to me how I want to work. And also all these years I had my clinic in Mauritius. So ek bar you are being your own boss, you cannot work for anyone else.
Exactly.
So that's my journey.
Great.
Rita, how was your entrepreneur journey year after year?
Come again? I did not hear you. Are you talking to me?
Now, how was your entrepreneurship journey year after year? What change happened?
Oh, yeah, a lot changed now. In the beginning, I used to do markets. I used to, go to Ripe Market, to Arte Market, and that time, you feel like, what are you doing over here? You just stand there doing nothing, and you're new, and you tell people, would you like to try? Like, I'm into skincare. I would tell them, would you like to try my product? And they would come and they would try. And sometimes, that time they would not buy, and the next day they would say, oh, we loved it, we tried it. And I still have a client that came to me about 7 years back, and she is still been buying my products. So that was in Arte. So I learned a lesson that when you go to these markets, it's not necessary that people buy from you, but people know you, people try your products, and then you actually build a relationship. Yeah. So first I was doing markets, then I started doing, after that I started doing exhibitions, the big exhibitions that I did. Also, I did in Dubai as well, also in Emirates Towers Hotel. After exhibitions, I started, people started, like they knew what Purple Swan is and who's doing it and who's the person and what is she up to, and is she really, what she's doing is really like certified, and how she's doing it. So after the markets, I did the exhibition. After the exhibitions, I had my, I have my website now. And after having my website, I don't do as much as exhibitions that I would love to, but I don't have the time to do it now. And also there was in between there was, I was not in a state of mind to do it because I lost a loved one at home. So I was not in a state of mind to do it. So I didn't do that. But after having a website, I feel like orders keep coming, and, but that's, of course, it's not like I don't want to do it, but you still, then all these, the networking part came in, Rima came in that time, and she has a wonderful platform for ladies. And then of course now the IWN. So there are other groups as well, whereas I'm a brand ambassador for other groups as well. So then I started going for networking, and that's how, this is the journey that has been going through. And now I've been actually, fingers crossed, I've been looking to export my products. So yeah. Thank you.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Yes.
Great. Any other comments, thoughts?
I have one related to exhibition. This is an experience which I want to share with her. Both of you, Rima and Rita ji, both of you, I think, in this industry or in Dubai, and very well-known face. I would.
Can I request you to call me Rita, please?
Rita, definitely. I would love to.
My first names. I like people calling their first names.
Definitely, I would love to do that. So yeah, I would say. I'm an ex-secretariat. When I left my job, I was asked and I was like working actively, overachieving my target, let me put it this way. But suddenly one day I decided I can't do it. I can't sit in the office and justifying my numbers where I'm overachieving. I still have to do it. And I was asked by my close family members or friends, why are you doing it? Why are you resigning? I said, no, as everyone, I think they have their own calling, and I believe in that I had a calling that's done. I am going to go for my business. which I was planning for almost a year. When I starting it, let me put it this way, like when I was starting it and I did my first exhibition and I sold probably for something 200 or 300 dirham. I started from my Galaxy, yeah, because I wanted to test the water, wanted to know who exactly I want to target in the market. I will, and one of my family member asked me, "Oh, to kitna sale hua?" I was like,
No, yeah.
I was like, as a beginner, I am a student right now. I call myself a student entrepreneur. I'm learning right now. If I start running behind the money, then I won't be able to learn anything.
Amazing. Yeah, I agree with you.
And I really, yeah, that's why I was so conscious and so grateful that you have shared the journey, and which gives me motivation, and that the positivity. Yes, that my mindset is correct. It's not that you just go for entrepreneurship to earn the money. You have to find your own identity.
Yeah.
And as you said, people selling people, they agree with that. It's not, people don't buy the brand, people buy the person who is behind the brand.
Exactly.
And thank you so much for sharing your experience, and a lot to learn from both of you and all of the ladies. And I'm coming for my first meet as well. So, yep.
Lovely, lovely.
Share and learn.
Lots
Thank
of
you.
first timers this Thursday. It's going to be
Thank you.
So there was one more thing I wanted to add. I also did workshops, I also did workshops. So like, when you do a workshop, it's like people would tell me, why would you do a workshop? People are going to rob your formulations. They're going to start doing something. I said, no, like knowledge is there to spread. You have to spread knowledge. Nobody will do anything, So workshops also is a very good way for brand awareness, I would say. If you are into such kind of a thing, why not do it? Yes.
I have a question. Did you ever compromise on your pricing, or did you ever face that challenging that my pricing is too much and people are not buying, or should I compromise like that? Somewhere you face that question?
No, because I haven't, to be very frank and honest, I've never faced that, because since last 5 years, I haven't increased my prices. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, some people feel, oh, this is like, they'll see, I don't want to buy it, it's organic. And like I told you, they have this myth like it's organic, it's expensive, I don't want to buy it. But there's a lot going on. It's not like, you're just putting, you're just like, it's like, cooking. You will not, add vegetable to the, like a cooked vegetable to the curry and just eat it. It's not like that. There's a lot going behind the scenes. I mean, you have to, first of all, you have to, see the ingredients. There's a lot of maths involved. There's a lot of science involved. So you have to really, make it to like 100%, and then create the product, try the product and give it to the specialist. Also see if there is, any over the period of time, keep it for some time. If there's any bacteria or mold into it, and keep it out in the sun, keep it in the refrigeration. There are certain temperatures to be taken care of. There's a lot going on. It's not like, okay, you made it and you put a label and you just sold it. But people don't realize there's a lot of things going behind. Yeah. So I haven't increased my prices, because my brand is more of awareness and wellness. So I want people, it should be affordable so that people can buy it. So that's the reason why I never increase my prices. No. Unless, of course, there's a very high-end ingredient and that goes into it, that because I do a lot of, I get all my ingredients from UK and USA. So there's a lot of shipping involved in that. So the shipping is more expensive than the product. So then only I would think of, increasing the price, not otherwise. Yes.
Hi, Rita.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
One question. Have you come across people asking you discounts? Because this is what I struggle on a daily basis. And what's your advice? And over the years, you've been in the market 7 years. What do you do? How do you react? Do you react or no? Or what's the best way to put it across politely?
Yes, of course, people do ask me for discounts. Everybody wants to save their money, and I totally agree. They have the right to say that. They ask for discounts. But when I have discounts, I have discounts. But when people come to me after the discount is over, I tell them no. Unfortunately, I won't be doing justice to other people if I give you at the discount rate. And also, when you go to, say you go to you go to Sephora, you're buying a product, and then you're buying a product, and you come to know that, oh, they ended the sale yesterday and today I have to buy the full price. So you cannot, you won't do justice to people. So never ever Never ever do that. Never ever that. You're actually, as a brand or whatever it is,
Yeah.
you
Yeah, I
should.
understand.
Yeah.
And I think moreover, people, like, I'm in the restaurant field, right? So when I started off my pricing very low, but you know that we cannot sustain with that low price forever. So gradually I have increased, not much, like 1 dirham, 2 dirham. So people who know the item, they said, oh, when Winnie, your price is too low, you should increase. And there is a set of people who will say, like, your, even though the prices is low, they will say that, it's still high and you're very expensive. So you get a mixed set of customers.
Of course,
So
we
now,
all do. Yeah, we all do. I agree with your part.
yeah, so now in this 2 years I've learned, like, there are your set of customers. You just need to target those customers and just focus on that, and just don't get demotivated. You will
Yeah.
get there eventually. But then the challenge what I face, and I'm sure everybody also faces, is when there is a price increase, there's always a backlash from the customers. And there are my close customers who order on a regular basis. They like your food, they like the quality, and then they get so upset and they say, I will not order again. But then they come back to you after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then they order again.
Yeah, because see, you have to be very confident about what you're selling. I've tried your products.
True.
They're amazing. I've tried them, so you have to be very, very adamant, and you yourself, if you start trusting your product, then only people will start trusting, right? So you have
Yes.
to be very strong in that sense that, yeah, this is what goes into it and this is what it is. And like,
Yeah.
and we are not, and as a business person, I would say we are not here for charity. Okay, you do charity in a way where you want to do, but this is business. You can't do that. If that's the
Yeah.
case, you would open a charitable organization, I would say, So yeah.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah.
Rita ji, hi. Always a fan of you, and always
Hi,
I agree to
Sophia.
what they say, that you're so humble to meet. Whenever I meet you after a year, and then you're still as warm as ever, and it's always lovely to meet you. I can understand why your clients keep returning back to you.
Thank you so
You
much.
do have that warmth in you, and it is always lovely to meet you. I
Thank you.
want to ask you though, how do you deal with negativity? Being in the handmade industry, I do know that you cannot keep everyone happy. There is somebody who had seen or tried something better, and they have some other expectations from your work, and you do not meet up to it. And of course, that happens all the time. I wouldn't say it is very frequent, but it does happen. Once in some thousand products will be a client who would not like your work. How do you deal with that? And secondly, how do you deal with them criticizing you on a different level from, the things that have not happened and that your products can't do, but still if they're out and about saying, oh, that caused this caused that, don't go to that. How do you deal with those kind of negativities? Do you have an urge to get back to them, talk to them, and console them that, okay, this is what happened, or you just leave it on God and you say, I'm focusing on my work, I don't mind to get into negativity? How do you deal with it?
Yeah, I actually, people, to be very frank and honest, I'm in such an industry to skincare, right? So when people try, every skin is actually different, and any skincare that you buy, it takes a time, to see results basically. And this is all natural, So if you want, like, you feel you want a magic, no, I tell them this is not magic. It will take some time, Your skin takes time to adapt. Also, when your skin is in the 16, when you are 16, it's different. When you're 20s, it's different. Every age group has different kind of skin. So when they basically, when they tell me that, okay, when they buy certain creams and, oh, this does not work for me, I said, see, you just used it once and you just a small, a jar that you worked and you actually used it. Oh, no, I don't want to buy this again. And like, that negativity you can see in them, that they don't want to, try it or buy it, like, So I feel that if that's the case, especially in terms of eczema, what I do is, I tell them, okay, you've taken the product, I'll give you another free product. Try it out. It's up to you then if you try it out, because every skin is different. So yeah, and then if you have many, I would say that if you have many I have many customers who keep on calling me and keep on DMing, oh, I want this, I want that. But no, this is not the right kind of product for me. No, this is not. Always a negativity point comes first, and then they will think about it. So I feel in that case, I think you should not, I feel as a business, you should not waste your time on such customers. And if they feel that, yeah, they still want to try your product, tell them that I'm going to offer you this amount. I'm going to give you a discount on this product, and you can still try it out. And then if they don't want to try it, then that customer he or she is not your customer. I would say that. And also be away from toxic people. So that actually affects your health and your well-being. So that is very important, because your well-being and your health is more important than anything else. So I hope that answers your question. Yeah.
Another thing about negativity that I want to add is, like, I am into DIY kits, right? So I have gone for these exhibitions. I have seen parents forbidding their children to buy these kits because you're gonna do this and you're gonna throw it in the dustbin. So what is the use of it? So then and there itself, I tell the parents, even if they feel bad or even if they don't buy, that is not an issue. Even if it is in a public day, I tell them that you should never say like that to a child. Okay, whatever they want to do, let them try. And it is not 100, 150 dirhams, 200 dirhams that is going to the dustbin. DIY is how much it will cost you. And the next moment you see them going to the fast food listing counter and buying food and giving it to them. So that is not a problem. But what happens is the child gets into their mind, okay, doing these kind of things is not, it will affect your academics. That is kind of the thought that they put into their minds. So if you feel you are really against that negative thought, I would say tell to them in a nice way. I mean, no, I wouldn't say be rude or anything, but tell them then and there itself, okay, it is wrong. I feel it is wrong. As an artist or as a creator, a creative person, I know it is not. You should not forbid children from trying anything new, whatever it is, anything new. Let them try and see what happens.
Also, yeah, that I agree. And that it will be so creative for them as well, right? It will be creative for their mind as well. And also, one more lesson I would like to say here is, even if your customer is whatever they say, never be rude to them. Always be kind. Kindness is the thing. Always be kind. Always. Yeah. I think we've way past the time, right?